What are you doing down there?
Sexy gear! Sexy gear!
Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel.
Sorry,
Matt is just... Matt,
starving.
you're starving? Yeah, same. I'm going to make breakfast in a minute, so don't you worry. We already have oats though. I mean, I can make something else if not.
What would you make?
I don't know, let me think about it because it's not really what the video had in plan, so...
Salmon video.
Anyway, Matthew is here trying to be a new social media sensation, so if you haven't already, please go and follow him at Matthew Loader PT on TikTok.
It's Matty Loader.
Oh no, I got it wrong! Sorry. Anyway guys, today we are going to do a little bit of a day vlog, but I am actually going to bring you around on some fitness beginner tips for 2023. So if you are trying to start on your fitness journey, then come with me today and hopefully I will be able to cover some of those things for you, from cute gym outfits to what you should be eating or drinking throughout your workouts. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so breakfast. So before you train, you do not have to have breakfast. I feel like people always say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, which is just incorrect. However, if you are, like, it is currently 11 o'clock. Like, if you're training at 11, I would probably suggest eating something first. Otherwise, you're going to head into the gym and you're going to be so friggin' hungry. It's horrible. For breakfast, I would always opt for something that's high protein. So I've got some protein oats. And one tip that is so important for gym beginners is protein powder goes in your oats after you have cooked them.
I wish I knew that when I first started.
I know, I wish I knew that when I first started. It is honestly, everyone needs to know this. You put it in after, okay? But anyway, a high protein breakfast before your workout, it doesn't really necessarily have to. The only reason that I say high protein is it keeps you fuller for longer. Sorry. The wind, can you hear that? What on earth? What was I saying? Yeah, the only reason that I say high protein breakfast is because it just will keep you fuller for longer. And obviously we want to keep our protein up. So if you start the day with high protein, you're gonna most likely carry on having high protein for the rest of the day. Okay, so we have made it to the gym. I'm literally just gonna do a very, very quick workout. Got all of my bits, lifting straps, amino energy, headphones, phone, and obviously my tripod. Sorry, the music is so loud in here, but we're gonna get straight into the workout. No faffing, gonna get in and out, keep the headphones in, put my phone on do not disturb, because I will work otherwise, and get through the workout super quick. Okay, so we've had lunch. So that is something that I wanted to come and talk about. If you are out for lunch, whether that be at a restaurant or just like a cafe, a lot of the time you're not going to have access to the macros and calories. The nutrition can be very, very hard to track. If you are in the UK and you go to a chain, it is now mandatory for it to be shown on menus. So that can benefit those that have a really good, healthy relationship with tracking, and will allow you to have some kind of indication as to what it is that you are eating. However, if you don't have the option to be able to track, for example, I didn't today, I will always opt for a high protein lunch. So we had a chicken wrap. It's from a place in Swindon that we have been for years and years and years. They know us in there. Like, the chicken in there is so good. Like, honestly, the amount of protein in those wraps are phenomenal. So if you are going, what I would do is I'd get your best estimators on and really try and have some kind of guess as to what it is that you're eating. I wouldn't recommend guesstimating every single day, of course, because otherwise you're going to have completely no indication as to what it is that you're having. But if this is a one-off and it happens every so often, then by all means, it's not going to hurt. Also, don't put off going out for food, and don't put off like seeing friends because you feel like you shouldn't. There has to be some kind of aspect of understanding that this needs to build within your lifestyle, so you almost want to add upon your lifestyle, not take away. So always think about that and keep that in mind, that you're not removing things from your life, you're just adapting and increasing and better, making it completely better. So does that make sense? I think so. That looks smeary. Probably shouldn't do it with my finger, should I? Oh my gosh, wow, I'm hot. Cool, so I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First of all, warm up. Make sure you are warming up. There is this girl that I found on Instagram or TikTok. I will try and find her and link her. She does like loads of mobility and warm up exercises, which I think is fab. I love it. Defo, I've got some inspo from her. Obviously I was warming up prior to that, but just really nice to have a little like mix up. Obviously the same with working out, like there's only so many exercises you can do that are actually of benefit. So I will link that because it's definitely worth doing. So always make sure that you do warm up. Reason for that being is you do not firstly want to injure yourself, but you also want to be, sorry I'm so out of breath. You also be working on your rest and recovery as well. Like you're putting in all the hard work, your body is taking a hit. You do not want to be lazy about the other things that you could be working on. So always think about that. Second thing, get a spot. If you feel like you're unsure, you feel like you're not comfortable, get someone there to just like spot you, whether that is someone that works at the gym. Even if you feel really uncomfortable with doing a certain exercise, like reach out to someone. Even if that's someone that like is training, like don't be afraid, because every single person has been a newbie in the gym. Like I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you're new to the gym, every single person that you love has had their first day. I remember going into the gym and I literally had influencers on my phone. Like I literally had their videos on my phone and I was like, how do I know what to do? Like, am I just gonna like walk around and follow this workout? Crazy to think about it like now, but that is the reality of it. Also, I would suggest taking a plan in. So write something out before, as I said, whether that is something that you've seen on Instagram, whether you've got a coach, whatever it is, I would 100% suggest that you do that, because I think you'll feel so much better for it. Don't get me wrong, to start with, if you're just getting and moving, like perfect, but you want to be hitting like a structured routine or a structured program pretty quickly, because it will only defer some of your results. Weight loss, not necessarily, but the case of building muscle and getting stronger, then yeah, you definitely need a proper program. You can write yourself one. Just make sure that you stick to the same exercises for kind of 6 to 8 weeks to make sure that you do get some really good progress. I'm so out of breath. Hello guys, I want to talk about the next point. Something that I want to talk about is timing. So I feel as if the best time to go to the gym is always around, like people post on social media, like what is the best time to go. Realistically, the best time to go is the time that works for you. Don't let people persuade you to go at a different time. Like, we are complete opposite like gym timers, aren't we? Like you prefer training in the afternoon, I prefer training first thing in the morning, and if I don't train first thing in the morning, likelihood is the session isn't great, or secondly, I don't even get it done. So I have to be aware and like honest with myself and say, look, if I said I'm going to go to the gym this morning, I am going to gym this morning. I personally think that morning training is just easier. It's out, it's done. It means that when you finish your long day at work, you don't have to think about heading into the gym. However, for some people, early mornings is just not their kind of thing. And if that is you, then stick to your evening workouts. Be aware and be prepared that you are probably going to have a busier gym. So it is likely that you'll probably have a little bit more of struggles on certain things to try and get on certain certain pieces of kit, but make sure you're going at a time that works effectively for you, a time in which you're not tired, a time in which you feel that you can get the most out of your workout, not just a time that you think is going to be best for everyone else.